Hi guys, this is Joel Kennedy with Kennedy Violins, and today I want to do a video on shifting. Now, shifting is a skill on the violin that you will become very good at with a lot of repetition, so doing it correctly as many times as you can. Now, that can take some time. However, learning the mechanics of shifting is actually pretty simple. There's just a few rules that if you follow those, you will become a pretty good shifter a lot faster than you might think. So first of all, the theory of shifting, okay? You want to remember that your hand is a unit. It is a frame, you might want to say. So this frame is moved around on your violin. All of your fingers and your wrist and the shape of your hand, everything else stays the same, and you're moving this unit of fingers around your instrument, okay? You're moving it around your instrument. Okay, it's a solid, you want to think of it as a solid frame. So you don't want to think of your fingers moving independently of each other. Everything moves together. That's a very big and important concept that if you can just keep that in your mind, that's going to really yield some wonderful results. So here's a couple rules of shifting, okay? First rule is keep your wrist straight, okay? If you want to know what your wrist should look like, just drop your hand down to your side and then lift it up. The natural position that your wrist takes when you drop your hand down, that's the position, that's the shape that you want when you put it on your violin, okay? So when we shift, we want to keep that wrist the same. We do not want to lead with our palm. We do not want to lead with our hand because that breaks the wrist. We want to keep our wrist straight, okay? The second really big rule is your thumb and first finger are the foundation of your frame. They stay together, okay? Your thumb and your first finger are best buddies. They never leave each other's side. So every time you shift, you keep that first finger and that thumb together. Now, some people, especially beginners, they might shift and leave their thumb behind and then move their thumb back up. You don't want to get into that habit. That's very inefficient shifting and very inaccurate. So keep that thumb, so you release, shift, reapply pressure. Keep that thumb and that index finger together, okay? And that's really about it. Just remember the basic theory of shifting. You're moving a unit of fingers around, everything moves together. Do not break your wrist, keep your wrist the same, and keep your thumb and your index finger together when you're shifting. And that's really most of it, okay? So here's a couple exercises. These exercises are great. You can do them every time you pick your violin up. Just do them over and over again. You can do them as a warm-up, and it's going to make your shifting a lot easier, especially when you start doing more advanced stuff, like in your pieces or scales, stuff like that. Okay, so the first exercise is we're going to go from the first finger in first position to the first finger in third position. Okay, but we're going to play the third finger first so we know what that first finger sounds like in third position. I'll show you. Third finger, back down to first, then shift. Remember, we're playing that third finger because it's telling us the pitch that we're going to shift to. There's the pitch. And it's that simple, right? So you want to repeat that exercise on every string. Start on the G, go all the way to the E, then all the way back down to the G. You're trying to keep as many things the same as possible when you shift. That'll make your shifting easier. It's less things to keep track of, and you'll be much more efficient, and you'll learn to shift faster. Okay, it's that simple. Now the little bit more advanced exercise would be to play 1, 2, 3, 4 in third position. That's going to help your fingers feel stronger in third position, because right now they don't feel strong. They only feel strong perhaps in first position. So the more you play in third position, the more comfortable your fingers will feel being in third position. So we're going to do almost the same thing, but once we get to third position, we're going to play some notes and then go back down. Then back down, same as the last time, start on the G and go all the way up to the E, then all the way back down. Keep everything the same. And that's about it. Just practice those two exercises every time you get your violin out, and then you'll feel stronger. So, and what's really important is that when you play a piece that has shifting in it, make sure that you take your time in that shift so you complete the shift properly, right? Just be in the habit of always remembering those guidelines. Like your whole hand, don't change anything when you shift. Everything moves together. Don't break your wrist. Keep your thumb and your index finger together, and you'll be surprised. You'll get comfortable at shifting in no time. So guys, I hope that helps. You know, if you guys have any other questions or comments, just put them in the comment section below. Subscribe to the videos, and don't forget to hit that alert button so you get an alert, you know, when I put a new video up. And of course, always remember, you know, here at Kennedy Violins, you know, we're all players and teachers. So we're always happy to answer any kind of questions you guys got anytime. Thanks, guys.